Hey guys, it's Dark King back with another video, and today we'll be covering over changes Bandai needs to bring or do for One Piece Boundary Rush. Now, these are a lot of changes, and I'll be going over all of them. There are also some more changes that were actually given to me by my Discord community and the YouTube community, and I'm really grateful for those guys to let me make this video on how Bandai should improve One Piece Boundary Rush. Now, if I'm so confused where to start from, so sorry for that intro that I'm messing up. I don't have a script to go off of, but I will say thank you guys for all the support you've given me. I'm really grateful for that. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man, because we are very close to reaching 500 subs, and it'll be really appreciated if we can do that as soon as possible. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's talk about the first problems, which is problems regarding league battles. Now, the first problem we should talk about is, in fact, the matchmaking system. Now, in One Piece Boundary Rush, how matchmaking works usually is you queue into a game and you're queued with multiple people. And now the thing is, this queuing system is made so poorly that you're sometimes matched with players who have single brain cells, and you're up against the top 500 players or players that are on legend while you're just trying to grind your SS league battle and stuff, and you're queued up against the most sweatiest alliances and stuff, and that kind of creates a lot of problems. So I will say, in order to fix this problem, Bandai should make sure that they see each and every single comp, because sometimes the thing that happens is you're matched with a team in which all of them just have like attackers. Like, there was this one incident that happened with me where I had a full team of just attackers, no runners, no defenders. I mean, there was one defender, but I don't really count that, so I'm just gonna say full attacker. And we were up against a well-balanced composition of a team with attackers, runners, defenders. And you can't win a game based off of just one single class. Like, you can't really, get rid of everything. Like, it's kind of sad that they don't do anything to fix this. Like, they should see the total party power of every single character, like every single person trying to play the game, and match them accordingly to what balances out each other team. So, for example, if there's a person who has like 20k total team power, which is very low, and there's another person who has like 27k, they both can be on separate teams matched with players with high level of total party power or even low level. Like, just make it balance out so that if one person has a thrower, the other team also has a thrower in case they're trying to throw the game or something, make league battles be unfun. So Bandai should definitely fix that, and that's the first issue. Now, talking about the second issue, again, I'll be going over all of them very quickly, because this video can take hours to make, so I don't want to waste a lot of time here. Next problem is the server connection issue. I swear to God, this happens every single time I'm trying to play with my friends, and the server just kicks me out of the room. And another issue is that when you're playing on mobile, and for one example, you're sitting in a room and you're waiting for someone, and you switch over to Discord on that same phone, try to message someone, and when they start the play button, you are guaranteed to get kicked, because for some reason Bandai just loses connection for that one split second you decided to check Discord or check any other application, and they just kick you out of the match. The thing is, they would take away your points as well, which is very saddening. I feel like if there's a server connection issue and it's like genuinely not the player rage quitting, because I think what should happen is, if the player leaves when the match has started, that's when his points should be deducted, because he's leaving as soon as the match began, because he saw the total party power, he saw everything, and now he's like, I don't want to play this match because they have like too many EXs on their team, and my team has like Kobe. And I think that's when they should deduct points. But overall, I don't think they should deduct points just because you were like kicked out on the loading screen. Like, that makes no sense, you know. And yeah, just fix your servers, Bandai, like, please. It's so bad sometimes, especially when you're trying to play with your friends. Next one we have is hackers, cheaters, and auto-clickers. Now this one is just pretty bland, like, please get rid of hackers, cheaters, and auto-clickers. I really don't like these type of players. The term auto-clickers is just for S-Snake and Kizarus. Like, besides these two, sorry, I got interrupted there. Yeah, as I was saying, I think auto-clicker is just a term given to S-Snake and Kizaru players, sadly, because they're the only one I see using auto-clickers. But yeah, man, just please get rid of these threes. Like, please, I don't want to face any more cheaters, hackers, auto-clickers, any sort of those type of people. Make a strict banning thing where you actually ban them instead of just waiting till like so many people complain to you that please ban this person or someone like that. Like, please. Now, another one of the things that I would like Bandai to do, now this is a very complicated one, but I'll try to explain, which is make a new league battle system. Now, the thing is, OPBR has been here for 6 years, and practically we have all had every single game mode be 3 minutes long. I feel like it would be very interesting if now I'm not saying this has to be for every single rank in the game, like A+ or B+, D+, like it can literally be limited to SS or above, or SS gold and above. But I feel like a league battle match where it's instead of 3 minutes, it's 5 minutes. There's more flags to capture, and you can ban characters. Now, let me explain how do you like implement that. So, for example, we have a map, like take Egghead as a map, for example. Instead of there being, I feel like there's 5 flags, we have it be maybe 7 flags. 7 flags sounds good. 7 flags, and we can have character bans, meaning one team, like the Suns and the Oceans, can ban one character from the opposite teams. Now, if, for example, you are running Kizaru and Law, your team accidentally bans Law, and the opponent teams accidentally bans Kizaru. Now you will be like, what do I do then? Well, in that case, the game will let you swap characters from your support characters. So the support where you have all these support like blues, Zoans, like whatever you're trying to build the tags around, you can swap to any one of those characters if your character is banned, and the characters that are banned will become your support, meaning you won't lose support. So this would encourage players to have a good support, meaning, for example, if I have 4 EXs like Gear 5, Saturn, Kizaru, Law. If Kizaru and Law are banned, I can just put them in my support and put Gear 5 and Saturn on my team, which is a really good way to handle this stuff, I feel like. And just overall, I think banning characters is such a good deal. You don't have to make it B in A+, S-, S, because I feel like those are like very casual players. They're just trying to play the game. I think this system should be implemented in SS gold or above, because I think we like normal SS people still want to play the game. They want to maybe have the characters banned or something. I mean, you can implement it in SS as well. I'm totally happy with that. But I feel like a new league battle system would be so good. More flags, 5 minutes matches, character bans. I feel like these 3 would actually implement more players to play the game. And you can have like playing 5 minutes matches give you more score points and more basically they give you more rewards for playing these longer matches if you're going to, like, try hard to reach top 500, top 1000, or whatever it is. I feel like that should be a very good system if they can implement it in the game. Next we have is these rewards that need to change, bruv. I feel like league rewards, they should be like upped a little bit. I feel like the SS rewards in general, I feel like the medals, first of all, the medal transfers should be better. Come on, man, these are like basic stat increases. That's very lame. At least we should be getting 18% medals, or 16 if you have to be fair. 16% medal sets, at least transfers, like, please, Bandai. And instead of 20 gems, can we please have 30 gems and maybe up the frags a little? And yeah, man, I just feel like just a 10% increase in rewards in SS would be a hell of a deal for the OPBR community. And please fix these rewards, Bandai. People who are playing your games for hours just to get 15 gems, it's not a good look. I feel like the gems should have like multiple, like there shouldn't just be 15 gems, here you go, I feel like there should be more rewards for reaching top 500. Like, that's a big accomplishment in Monthly Fun Rush. You can't just say that this is a normal deal and they should be deserved 15 gems for that. I feel like they should be given at least 50 gems from top 500. And if you're rank 1, you should respectfully get 250 gems. Respectfully, because that's a lot of effort you're putting into this game. And it should reward you for that, So I feel like these gems, along with these gems, they could give other rewards as well. Maybe score points so that you can get more cosmetics. But I feel like they should just improve these rewards, man. They're very lame. Next, we're going to be talking about challenge battle, actually. So this is a very big one that I do want to tell. Please let players allow grinding titles in challenge battle as well. Because currently, if you want to grind a specific character's title, you can only grind it in league battle. I feel like because of that, most people run characters like Gaemon, 2 years later Luffy, 2 years later Zoro, like all these older characters, so that they can get their titles, so that they can get their, basically, for now, let's just talk about they're trying to get the titles for those characters. I feel like if you let them grind this in CB as well, it will solve so much issue of players when you will face less and have less type of throwers on your team, because they'll be grinding in CB instead of league battle this time. And it'll be so much refreshing for CB to feel more than just, clear CB and then that's it. Like, CB right now feels like that all you're doing this is just to get the resources. Like, CB should feel more. Like, CB should have this thing where they can grind titles in. Like, genuinely, I think people would be playing CB a lot more than league battles if they can grind titles. And that brings me to my next point, which is letting players gain character points in CB. These small, let me just increase this. Okay, this is gonna be a little awkward. Okay, I'll talk about this as well. So these are your character points. Whenever you use a character in league battle, you get a score, and if you're in top 500, you get these rewards. Let people grind this in challenge battle as well, but only for the units that are score bonus. So meaning, for example, you cannot run characters that are not on the score bonus. If you run them in CB, you're not getting any score, anything at all. But for example, if you pull the new law, you can grind him in CB. And this is such a good addition to the whole game. People being able to grind this in CB. Because I feel like league battle sometimes can be too toxic because there's no variety in it. There's only one type of match, and that's a 3 minutes match. And I feel like this being able to grind, and moreover, there are a lot of times where they have all their characters as score bonuses. So that would make people who want to throw games have fun in CB, where they can grind these for their characters and titles and not be throwing league battles. Like, tell me, did I cook or not? I think this is the best way to solve that situation. Next, now this is like a hit or miss, but I will say that players who are in the top 500 should, alongside their original rewards, which is I think it's gems, titles, and medal traits, should also be getting boost 3 orbs. Because I feel like boost 3 orbs being limited to just CB, and like just finishing CB, you cannot get any more boost 3 orbs unless you buy the special pass. F2Ps should have this advantage that if they don't have the money to buy the pass, the CB pass, they can at least grind more and get boost 3 orbs that way. Like, I swear Bandai is so dumb. Like, they can do this and just fix so many problems. Next, one last CB change before we move on. I feel like this video is going to be very long. Sorry guys for that. I'm trying my best to explain everything in detail. Being able to grind medals in CB. Tell me I cooked that. Tell me I cooked. Like, just tell me already. So, example, if you don't have EX Blue Big Mom and you want to get her medal, knowing not many people are going to run EX Big Mom in league battles, have players gain medals if they face certain characters to balance this out. You have... Oh, okay. Let me just rephrase this. I wrote it very incorrectly. Example, you want to grind the EX Blue Big Mom medal. You don't have EX Blue Big Mom medal, and people aren't going to be running EX Blue Big Mom in 2026 in league battle. So players who are running them in CB, you can face them and get their medal frags every time you face a certain character. Now, to not have this, like, to balance this out, because this is too good, like, you'll have a lot of medals. So to, counter that and balance it, I feel like the drop rate should be percentage wise, meaning there's like maybe 20% chance you'll get a fragment of that the opponent characters, or a 50% chance. At least this way, it gives players more variety on how to get medals of characters they don't own, because they're not going to be summoning for a lot of the other characters because they don't want to. But if they want their medals, they can get them when they're playing CB and they come across these older EXs, which are obviously played by a lot of people, because CB is like such a casual place, because there are sometimes events where you can use older EXs, and using those older EXs you can grind those medals. Again, give them a drop rate percentage. You don't have to guarantee 100% get a medal frag every time you face a character. Have them be percentage wise, to balance them out. So I feel like this is a very good change. These are very, very good changes. If you guys disagree, do let me know in the comment section below. Next up, problems regarding characters in OPBR. This is a very interesting one, which is step up units are dead, lol, please bring them back. Again, I came up with all of this, so don't worry. So step up units buffs should be better than EX and Bounty Fest buffs. Like, these are units who have been bad their entire lifespan. Bandai, please buff them correctly so they can at least be semi-meta and not just one-shotted by Kizaru. Now, this is true facts. Step-up units have been bad. Even when they come out, they're bad. They're not that good. I feel like step-up units should be more buffed so that their value is like, you can summon for a step-up, and eventually down the line, when they do get buffed, they're going to be so much better than their original counterpart. Which, again, I get it that people won't earn summoning for step-up units because they're so lame and so bad in the first place, which they should fix for sure. Like, don't make some step-up units be broken or something. Just at least make them be fun, do interesting characters. Like, don't pick Koala or someone lame, please. Have interesting characters, be step-up units, and just buff them more, please. We need more step-up buffs. I need my Snake Man and my Kaku to be buffed as soon as possible. Next, EX characters should be more balanced. I get it, they need to have broken mechanics, but at least give them huge weaknesses to current meta and not change the meta to revolve around them. Again, this is a very interesting, this is a very major point, because EX characters, I feel like they just don't even think about how fun the game will be if we release this EX. They'll just do it and they'll make players regret playing this game. So I also give an example. Make EX sectors more like Blue Yamato, Green Sabo, or Red EX Big Mom during their prime. These EXs that I just mentioned were so balanced when they released. They didn't feel like some out of this world toxic units. They felt balanced. They were, yes, they had some annoying mechanics, but they felt very, very counterable. They could be countered with the current metas during those times, and they felt genuinely actually very good for and healthy for the game. These EX units, I believe, are very, very balanced and offer players more for playing well rather than using one skill hit all maps, which is the worst character design choice in this game's history. I do hope they never release another character that does that. That is for sure. Please give us more correct EXs like these characters, and I swear the game would be in such a good place because you'll actually be playing the game instead of spamming skills across maps or teleporting to maps or one-shotting no matter the amount of medals you have on the character. So please, Bandai, please have EX be more balanced. Give them broken mechanics. I totally agree. Give them the most broken mechanics, but at least make them be counterable. Like, for example, the new law. I feel like, yes, let him have the capture or treasure if he's 25% or below instantly. That's a good broken mechanic. Let him have it, but give him some weaknesses as well, please. Next we have is buff older characters first, then recently ones. What did I do? Okay. So this is a very good one. The clear example for this one is Relic. Even though I made Relic, I believe there are more units that are way older than Relic that deserve buffs, such as even Green Relic, Snake Man, Sengoku, Magellan. These are characters that have been kicked out of meta 5 years ago, and they should be buffed first before reaching much more recent units. Moreover, if you're gonna buff a recent unit over older ones, at least have their buffs be more significant in the grand scheme of the meta. Having BF's buffs be as bad as Momonosuke and Relic's is such a slap in the face because these buffs are good and decent right now, but what happens when we reach 7.5 anniversary? These units will be dog food for someone like Loki, Rox, or etc. Again, I'm just saying, man, please, Bandai, if you're gonna buff newer characters which haven't even old like 2 years, at least let them be very, very good. For example, I will say Stussy and Lilith buffs were so good. They were so good that I feel like they're still very, very good in the current meta. I feel like we should have more buffs like those, or in general, just buff older characters, man. Please, there are so many people who want to play older characters, especially me. I want to play Green Croco, man. I want to play Green Croco. Please buff him. Please buff Cola units even. Please. Okay. So these are suggestions from our community, YouTube and Discord. They're not that many, but they're still good, and we'll talk about them. Besides the obvious of Kizaru, something like the medal system not letting us choose what to transfer sucks, and not having easy access to rarer medals. For example, the full Kaido set, also, it takes months just to get a character to level 100. Obviously, I've talked about Kizaru, and the medal system not letting us choose what to transfer. That is kind of an issue that I will say I agree on. That please, if you're gonna destroy the medal when you transfer regardless, why not also let us choose what medal specific trait we want? I think that's a fair ask of Hayes 1 and U1. I hope that I pronounced the name correctly. Sorry if I didn't. And yeah, it takes a lot of time to get a character to level 100, which is also an issue. Bandai should fix the special training system. I feel like it should be giving more, have it give us at least instead of capping it at 5, can Bandai just cap it at 10, and the people who buy the Boundary Rush Pass can have it to 15? Maybe that's too much, but Bandai does need to fix this issue where it takes too long to max a character. Number one thing, making rooms not have the same character spam. That is true. Thank you, Benko Gambit, for the suggestion. I feel like when you're queuing up with other players, it's very important that not everyone is running Kizaru. Like, I get it, that people want to play the characters they have, and you can do that in solo queue. But if you're queuing with multiple peoples, please make sure that there's a rule that says you cannot have more than one character, just as how when you're trying to select 2 Luffys on your team and you cannot, because they're the same person, there cannot be more variants of the same person when you're queuing up with other players. So I think that's a very good system that they can implement for rooms, especially for rooms. I feel like it should be such a good change for the game overall. Upgrade the servers. Yeah, I've already talked about this. Thanks, Hild, for the suggestion. I feel like they should definitely upgrade the servers. They're so bad. All I need is, even though they release new EX, it shouldn't be banned. At least the old EX should be usable in the nerfing system. I totally agree. I feel like there should be a nerfing system. I don't know why Bandai doesn't nerf. I feel like they don't nerf is because they think the characters, the older characters will be replaced and the newer characters will become meta. So they're like just holding on to that thing where they don't want to nerf characters. I mean, I get it why they don't want to nerf characters, because some people who spend money on the game don't want their characters to be nerfed, because otherwise they won't be summoning for that character if they know they're going to get nerfed if they're too broken. So I feel like maybe the nerfing system is going to be very complicated for Bandai to implement, but I feel like at least I've already made this point. The new EXs shouldn't be a brain rot EX. Please make it be a balanced EX. It can have the most broken mechanics, but please make it have huge weaknesses. Like, I feel like Saturn, one of its big weaknesses is that it can get one-shotted by Kuma and Bonnie. And Shanks also, I guess. I mean, not one-shotted, but like, they can bypass the HP trait. So, like, give them big, huge weaknesses with broken mechanics. Don't make them, if you don't hit me with your normal attacks, I'm gonna wipe your entire family. So, thank you, Sasuke, for the suggestion. Haki for Days. Sorry, I cut your profile pic by accident. I didn't mean to. Like this season. Okay, this one. So, Haki for Days did suggest before this message that there should be a ban for every class/element in the game per season. Now, I feel like this should be implemented in SS Gold or above, where a certain class and a certain variant of that class should be banned maybe every one season. So, for example, blue attackers could be banned for the entire season, which lasts 15 days. And it gives players more variety on, obviously you should play other units and not be stuck on Kizaru, which is a great thing. And I feel like this is a very, very good change. Like, especially if you're sweating and you're try-harding to reach top 500, this should be implemented in SS Gold easily. Like, this is such a good change where they ban one specific element and one specific class, and that entire class, not the entire class, sorry, the class and the element that they chose should not be used in the current season. Now, I will say that they should not ban during a certain season a character and element that's going to release. So, for example, if Blackbeard is a Dark Defender, this is just an example. If he's a Dark Defender, maybe during that season not ban Dark Defenders, because players want to run that character. So they can balance this by, for like 2 seasons, not have that specific element for that EX be bannable. Again, this is not something that players should decide which element or class should be banned. I think this is OPBR itself deciding that yes, in this season, this element and this class will be banned throughout the season. Again, this should only be implemented in SS Gold or above, because I feel like most people want to use their characters and don't want to get punished for using the characters they love. So there's that. Minimus D Maximus, change the board of directors and OPBR element management. He did say hire me afterwards, which is very funny. I mean, the thing is, as I replied to him as well, if the change cannot be done by the current directors, a change needs to be brought with the directors itself. Change the directors if they're not going to bring change to the community. Now, again, this video is being too long, so I'm going to just rush through all of this. Some additional personal changes I would love to see. Add support units. Ooh, this is such a good thing that I came up with. Units that support the team more than the actual fight, defend, and capture. Now, these will be units that can buff. Like, this can be a whole new class even to the game. Like, supporters. So, there's attackers, defenders, runners, and supporters. Supporters basically have the opportunity to either heal the team or buff, like give a person an attack buff or a defense buff, and their skills just do buffs to your entire team. So for example, I will take I'm just gonna make this one up myself. So for example, we have a Nami whose one skill is a team heal. So everyone around her will get healed, and it's on a long cooldown. The second skill will be a switch skill maybe. So if you're on a flag with your defender, you can defense boost your teammate on that flag, all the defenders on that flag. And there could be one for attackers, there could be one for runners. So there will be like more units with more separate buffs. So for example, there could be a supporter which can buff runners and heal the team. There could be a supporter which buffs defenders and attackers. There could be so many varieties they can make. I feel like this will be such a good addition because this is so much separate from fighting, defending, and capturing, because you're supporting your team. And I feel like the one problem, like not a problem, I guess, the thing is that they can make supporters have less damage than attackers, defenders, runners. They are less tanky. They don't capture flag quickly, but all they do is support the team. And I guess, I feel like supporters, like supporting a team is so much more important in Bounders because it's a team-based game. So I feel like adding support units, or if you don't want to add a whole ass class to the game because it's too complicated, at least give us more support units which heal the team, buff the team, stuff like that. Banner pity should be carried over for new banners. This is someone that, like, a lot of people do talk about this in the big or OPBR community, that pity should be carried over just like Genshin. So for example, if you couldn't get the Gear 5 V2, you almost have like 90 pity, and you just need 10 more, but you don't have gems, the pity will be carried over to the next quote-unquote Bounty Fest or EX banner that releases. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to all the banners, only the banners that last for 30 days. So, like, if you summoned on Kuma and you didn't get Kuma, let's just change that back. If you summoned on Kuma and Bonnie and Vegapunk, but you didn't get them, but you were so close to the pity, and the next banner ends, which was, in fact, the 2025 finale banner, I think, where Jinbei, Frankie, Robin, Chopper are the main units, and the pity is there for all the 2025 Bounty Fest characters. You can have the pity from the Kuma Bonnie banner to this banner, or to the next banner, which is going to be an EX banner, be the pity, which is such a good addition to the game. It will make people not rage quit when they don't get the characters. They can get other characters now, so I think this should be implemented. Another change I want is more variety to gameplay, not just skill spam. Obviously, like, the game has become a skill spam at this point. If you have your skills, you win. If you don't, you lose. So I feel like normal attacks, or maybe have a swipe attacks, like a new button which lets you swipe attacks. Maybe the swipe attacks don't like knock you back and they don't let you use skills or something, or go through invincibility. But when you use, like, you can add so much variety to the gameplay, just not skill spam, you know. Next up, we have players who have more score points than everyone despite losing shouldn't face deduction. Um, I will say this is true. So for example, if you scored 9k score and the opponent's team's MVP had, for example, 6k score and your rest of the team had 2k, 3k, so like you were the MVP of the game but you lost, I don't think you should be deducted any points. Again, I'm not saying that any person on the losing side, if they have the highest points and they're SVP, they should not face any deduction. They should, but if someone's losing and they have more score than the both teams, I feel like they shouldn't be facing any deduction because they were not at fault. They were doing their best. So I think the game should reward them for trying their best. All I will say. Let chance upgrade be usable on every character in the game, even if you don't have them. This is a point that I think Salty Rack also made. I think, I don't remember. Some YouTuber made this point. Players should be allowed to play a character before summoning. So for example, if someone has chance upgrade and Law just released, they should be able to use Law at its max in League Battle and see if they want to summon or not. Like, get the hang of the player. Again, chance upgrades are so rare to get in the first place. I feel like they should at least let them use it on any character and not just limit it to the characters you own. I think it's a good change that can help the game out. When you max a character along with Cola, you should get their frags to boost them. This is such an important detail that I don't know why Bandai doesn't do this. Like, please tune in. Like, if you're summoning and you're getting Colas, you should be getting their 200 frags you get normally with that. Like, you're getting older units. At least let us max them, boost for them, give us frags for them. Like, it's such a good change. Like, let us get their frags still even if we have them max. Why do we have to separately buy them from crystal frags or put them in special training? Like, we deserve those frags that could be ours but aren't anymore because it's just stupid that they only give us 50 cola when in fact we should be getting the frags as well. All I'll say. Next one we have is costume should be attainable through various other things than just score points. I feel like they can give out costumes based on your rank as well, that if you're in the top 100 you can get the costumes for any one character they choose and you'll get their costume, make it be ranked, logged. It's such a good change they can bring. Voice chats, again, another good change so that people can communicate better. Of course, if they're trying to be rude or violent, ban them, stuff like that. This is also a change. I know this is not something I should be saying, but I feel like YouTubers have such a more big influence on OPBR than their whole marketing team. Because if there was not a single YouTuber for One Piece Bounty Rush, the game would not be surviving. I'm going to tell you that. People watch people play and they get attached to seeing other people play the game and build a community based off of that. If there are no YouTubers, sadly, not many people will be playing One Piece Bounty Rush. So I feel like YouTubers should get benefits such as letting them try out newer EXs before they release to their community, maybe giving them some benefits such as thank you for playing promoting our game, here's 50 gems for you, or some cosmetics, some anything extra would be awesome. Or Twitch streamers as well, not only YouTubers. Again, I don't expect this to give into every YouTuber, only the ones who have at least 1k subscribers. Again, I'm not asking this for myself, neither am I asking this for neither am I saying that lower subscriber people don't deserve these benefits. I just feel like that eventually a person who's covering One Piece Bounty Rush will reach 1k subscribers if they believe in themselves and they believe in their content. So I feel like this should be a good addition to the game. Map selection. I don't even need to talk about this one. I'm out of breath, sadly. You should be allowed to choose which map you want to face on through a voting system when you're in the game. Such a good change. I don't know why they don't have it yet. And yeah, all I'll say is that that's all I had to say. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man, because we are so close to hitting 500 subs. And again, thank you for watching. And I'm so out of breath. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.